I'm going to speak of a short story. The purpose of the story is to reawaken the innate ability of observation found in all of us. Afterwards, I'll display some findings of my previous work, as this story content, while fictionalized, is inspired by our reality. I will then display a series of questions in no particular order, not for you to answer right away, but to invoke deep thought, self-reflection, and then you can answer. So our story begins. Let's say some entity somewhere, someplace, creates a universe and all the things that go inside. The entity focused on a singular planet, on a singular hominid race. That entity gave these hominids intelligence, who throughout their current age went from caveman to essentially Superman, catapulting themselves from using sticks and stones to using stone to propel themselves off the very planet they exist upon. The year isn't important. The type of hominids have existed for hundreds of thousands of years. The exact day isn't important, nor is time. Just their story. At our current point in time, the hominids on that singular planet have used their cognitive superiority, their genius, their wisdom and knowledge passed down from generation to generation to improve their life. The effort was great, the work was hard, yet it moved the race of hominids in a positive direction, requiring less effort for the same amount of work. They molded their planet, transforming how they interact with it, how they observe it, even how they observe themselves. They are almost disconnected from the very nature, the very essence in which they were created from. From their version of an early Renaissance to their Industrial Revolution, it all led to the rise of their computing age. The hominids designed and engineered the largest portion of their population out of the most laborious work, freeing untold millions to focus on increasing their food production, sharing truthful information across their globe, first on matter, then in air, and then via the ether, much like the internet of today. The hominids accomplished this great feat, this amazing feat, by just using one thing, their brains, and through effort, a little bit of brute force and willpower, imagination, and most importantly, thinking, using their mind. Of course, they were also used physical bodies to manipulate the matter, the very matter of existence, the very star stuff that which they were made from. At this point, the hominids have made even further technological strides. Computer use is widely adopted, with most of the hominids on the planet carrying their version of computer wherever they travel, much like our modern-day cell phones today. The very use of a cell phone has replaced their everyday use of their biological memory, and most of the communication that takes place is mostly non-physical in nature. From the storing of their addresses, phone numbers, names, and locations, to near-instant communication to their loved ones via text messages and social media communication. No longer does it require an effort, a large effort, to remember things. No longer does it require effort to communicate effectively. No longer do they have to ensure they even spell words correctly. Their technology does this for them. The hominids made numerous breakthroughs throughout time. To make a long story short, we'll focus on their AI breakthrough. Suddenly, they had a black box made from intelligence of untold number of generations of hominids over the years, and combined with a little bit of sand and metal and light, they crafted materials, molded metals, and transformed those materials, and then grew the very hardware AI relied upon with light, creating a form of intelligence with the collective knowledge of their entire race. At this point in time, the hominids report an increase in mistrust across their information feeds. Their economies, labor markets, and overall health are in decline, mainly due to a global pandemic, but partially due to the technology used to support their current way of life. Their opinions are silenced by fake information sources posing as real entities in millions, sowing further confusion and conflict throughout the world. The hominids' world is in conflict. Societies are now divided. Resource requirements to power and build and train better and better AI have outpaced the hominids' capacity. The hominids push to develop the infrastructure in support of AI at the cost of the very generations that made it possible, all in the name of progress, to develop their precious AI. The majority of the population on the hominid world embrace AI. They have near instant access to information regarding people, places, and things, about any topic, about any process or procedure. AI has surpassed the collective intelligence of its creators. Various hominids report negative observations regarding the use of this newfound technology. 100 years after the singularity of the hominids, with their great magic technology formed from sand, metals, and light, have propelled a select few and technology to greater and greater heights without a cost. Their water is no longer drinkable. Global CO2 rates of their planet are in a runaway state. Most of the population has either given up or are just a shadow of the light they once were. The hominids of old, the generation levels of intellect, imagination, and kindness lost to time, all in the name of profits, progress, and technology. The hominids no longer capable of innovation, no longer capable of navigating the very world they built, no longer capable of using their imagination to predict and solve challenges they face. Instead, they rely on their AI.